Hi all, just another quick video giving you another two of the 6C's that we normally use when looking for a good deal on a buy-to-let property. Okay, so the next C is capital. Okay, it's not a capital C, it's just capital, and that's based on like capital growth, etc. So on average over the last 85-90 years, the market has gone up 7.9% per annum. Now obviously that's an average, so sometimes it goes up a lot, sometimes it's flat, other times it does drop a little bit, but if you're not selling anyway, it's irrelevant as to any flats or drops are slightly irrelevant unless they're coming at a time when you want to try and get some capital out, so you refinance or whatever. So anyway, but generally speaking, so you've got 7.9% per annum is good. So you need to obviously get the place where there's certain criteria that we use in order to determine where we're going to buy. So the first one, you need to buy in a town or a city with a population of over 80,000 people. Okay, so it's a reasonable sized town. Okay, and then you buy within sort of 5 miles of that town centre, and you can base that on wherever the town hall is, or maybe the main train station, something like that that's in the town. You take it from that location. If it's somewhere like London, Manchester, Birmingham, which are bigger cities, then you can expand that out to sort of 7 miles or something like that. And then you want to be relatively close to a secondary school, primarily so that you can sort of, if it's got a good Ofsted result, then they're the ones. If you've got somewhere there with good Ofsted results, then that's good. And it needs to have good public transport network, so sort of trains, trams, buses or whatever, so that you can, if you haven't got a vehicle, you've got access into the town, etc. And then obviously a good, close to a good road network as well. So that's your first C, which is your capital. And then the next one is cash flow. So obviously the reason you're doing the buy-to-let would be to gain something over a period of time. But ultimately, while you're doing it, there's cash flow coming in. So what you're doing is you've got the costs going out, whether that's mortgage, insurance, other little bits and pieces going out, and you've got more coming in than is going out, and that's your cash flow. So that's your profit, as it were. So the thing to bear in mind there is, so let's say, for example, you've got, I don't know, let's say you've got a rent of 600. You're getting the rent of 600. With that, you pay a mortgage of 300, maintenance of say £80 a month, just to cover any maintenance costs. It's an allowance, as it were. Insurance £20, letting agency fees £80. So you've got a net profit of 120 once those things have been taken out. So then what you need to do then is you need to see if you're still making a profit. Say the place isn't let for 1 month, so you need to know that the 11 months that you've got bring in enough profit to cover the month that you're not getting any money. So so in that example, £120 a month, multiply that by 11, you're looking at £13.20. Okay, and it needs to be higher than the rent for the month. And the rent for the month is 600, so you've covered the rent for the month. Does that make sense? Hopefully so. Okay. If you need to look further into any of these with us, although buy-to-let isn't my strategy, service accommodation is. I'm looking for investors for the service accommodation, be that for a guaranteed interest or a joint venture. So get in touch, send a message below, and we can talk. Okay, great stuff. Hope to hear from you soon. Thanks. Take care now.